And I mean, you mentioned so you sort of more kind of looking forward, sort of beyond the sort of pricing transformation, and you mentioned sort of algorithmic underwriting, and I just wanted to quickly sort of talk about how companies are sort of innovating going forward on top of then the transformation. So, what does it look like in that area? And actually, maybe just to go into what actually algorithmic underwriting is.
Okay, yeah. So, I mean, it's kind of quite a fancy title for something that has been around a lot in different places, but it's fundamentally the idea that your underwriting is your kind of flow. It's a flow rather than a piece of paper to piece of paper. The data is ingested automatically, and some of the underwriting involvement is reduced in that there's one extreme where every single risk is priced by an algorithm and there's no underwriter involvement. There's another one where some of the base level ones are priced by the algorithm, and then kind of referrals are kicked up to the underwriters as they wanted. And you've seen this in the kind of SME and retail, that it used to be almost everything was referred, and over 20 years it's moved to be almost nothing is referred. And the London market is a lot earlier in that journey, but you are seeing people try and build that out more and more in different ways. I think the big poster boy example is the Brits Key Syndicate, which is with its automatic follow, which is doing one type of algorithmic underwriting. It's follow only. There's still always somewhere a human being doing the lead underwriting, but that choice of follow and the choice of follow line is purely algorithmic. You're then also seeing, I think, lots of other examples of companies who are doing it for their, doing lead follow business for smaller kind of types of business, general aviation, PI, that sort of example, where it's kind of a broker a links direct to the broker feeds the data in, and then it's automatically priced and a quote issued. So that's starting to build up, but sort of touching to the point we said at the beginning, that it feels that that's going to come more and more, and it's going to become the default more and more, that you need to have those capabilities. And so to me, it feels like there's two paths emerging, that there's going to be this more and more the simpler business, the business that you're following will become automated, will become algorithmic, and then the more complex stuff is still going to be underwritten by experts. And there, but there's still a transformation there of giving a lot more. Well, I don't think I coined this, but this kind of like concept of kind of augmented underwriting, so that not that the underwriters become a Borg or something, but that that the underwriter is giving a lot, isn't just given here's your risk, here's your technical price, but actually is given a huge amount more insight into the risk. Does a lot of the data flows are still automated, and there's probably still quite a lot of algorithms behind that, giving him better insight, giving him or her better insight, pulling in external data sources automatically. So there's a sort of transformation on the underwriting side, that either is to feed an algorithm that automatically prices the risk, or to feed an underwriter with a lot more insight to make a better decision making. So I think it's both is kind of the structure behind both is actually going to be quite similar in some ways. It's just whether it's an algorithm or an augmented underwriter.
Yeah, and all of this is basically enabled by that data flow, right? But both of those require that streamlined data. So either the algorithm or the human can actually again do their insightful parts and analyze the risk, as opposed to spending half of it rekeying of the data.
Yeah, data is like absolutely critical, and I think all of this is based on the assumption that we as an industry get a lot better at data, using our data and having consistent data standards and consistent data transfer.